Hi and welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I will show you how to input data in a Java program using a file stored on your computer. I will do another video in which I will discuss how to save the output of a Java program on a file. So if you've been watching this Java series, you will know that on this channel, I have already talked about how you can get input from the keyboard and also how you can send output to the screen or dialog box. But both methods of inputting data in a program using a keyboard and even outputting results on the screen have limitations. So let's say, for example, that you have a large amount of data to input in your program. If you have to type it at the keyboard, you will probably waste a lot of time and you will sometimes make mistakes while typing, and these mistakes will probably lead to unexpected results whenever your program is going to run. So the solution to these problems I have just mentioned is to use files as the source of input in your program. So now let's talk about the syntax. I will explain this portion of code that I have written here. So the first one is called a scanner object. And this scanner object is a predefined class that is used to create an input object. And this scanner class is contained in the java.util package. Okay, so that you have to make sure that you have imported this package and this class. Next, we have input_file, which is the name I have chosen to give to the input object I am creating. And next, we have new here, which is a keyword in Java. And after that, we have FileReader. FileReader is a special class in Java that allows us to get input from a file. So that means that whenever you want to make your file a source of input, you will definitely pass by the FileReader class. And the class FileReader is contained in the package java.io. So you have to make sure that you have imported this package containing the FileReader class. Finally, here, as you can see, my file.txt is referring to the file that will be used as the input source in my small program. And also here, as you can notice, you have to make sure that you type in the path to where your file is stored on your local computer. So also note that I have two backward slashes, because actually the backward slash is considered to be an escape character in Java. So that's why I need two backward slashes for the program to read it as one backward slash. Note that if I remove, for example, here, I will get an error, and see what the error says. It says invalid escape sequence. Valid ones are, and it lists the valid escape sequences. So I definitely need to put the backward slash like this. Also note that if we wanted to get an input from the keyboard, okay, which is the standard input device, we would, instead of writing new FileReader here, we would simply write system.in like this. So this is if we want to get an input from a standard input device like the keyboard. But since in this case, we rather want to use a file as a source of input, that's why we need to use the FileReader class and write it like this. So we have the class, and then here we have the path to the file that will be considered as the input source. Now, in order to use the object, okay, the input object input_file to input data from the file, my file.txt here, we have to use predefined methods. Okay, these predefined methods are the next int, and then the next double. These are the methods that we're going to be using. And I just want to show you my file. So I have my file here. I've written this information in my file. And this information is corresponding to the name, the first name, the name, the age, and the height of a person, for example. So in order to verify that my file is being used as the source of input, I will store the result of these methods into appropriate variables. So this one will be stored into a string variable that I will call first name. The second one will be stored in another string variable that I will call name. The third one will be stored in an integer variable that I will call age. And the fourth one will be stored in double variable that I will call height. I will do this. And then I will do a system.out.println to show you that my program is actually getting its input from the file, my file. Okay, so when I will do the system.out.println, I will get this information showing. So here I will do system.out.println, and I will pass the first variable, which is first name. So if I run the program, I'm supposed to get John here. If I run, that's it. As you can see, I'm getting John. So that means that my program is getting its input from this file. If I want to output the second information, I'll simply do a system.out.println again. I'll say name. If I run, I'm going to get Doe, okay, which is the second value to get outputted. Okay, so John and Doe. If I say system.out.println, and in here I say age, I'm going to get 28 here, okay, John, Doe, and 28, because that's the third information on my file. So if I do another system.out.println and say height, and if I run, I'm supposed to get 1.72. So I'm getting 1.72. So guys, this actually proves that my program is getting its input from the file, my file.txt. So that's actually how you can get input from a file in Java by using the scanner class and then the FileReader class and all the rest of the code that I have just shown you here. So guys, I hope this video was informative. Thanks for viewing, and please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. So let's meet in the next video.